Hi everybody, welcome to the Developmental Disability Council Files, where self-advocacy is number one. I'm Rick Stoker, and we're here today at the Clark Planetarium to talk to Seth Jarvis about what happens here at the Planetarium. Seth, thanks for coming to be interviewed today.
Oh, happy to be here.
So my first question is, tell us a little bit about the Planetarium.
Clark Planetarium has been located here downtown at the Gateway since 2003, but most people remember us when we were called Hanson Planetarium on State Street near the corner of South Temple. We began as a major planetarium in 1965, so we have celebrated many decades of work, actually 50 years of working as a community resource for science education and science literacy. Anyway, we've been here since 2003. We provide science education, especially space science education, information to the public. We see, as you saw when you came in just a little bit ago, we have lots and lots of school kids coming here. We're a very popular destination for Utah students as part of their field trips. And every year we have tens of thousands of kids that we serve in-house. We have a very extensive outreach program to rural schools so that our services are statewide. And we have an IMAX theater and a dome theater, and then as you saw as we walked around, all of these public science exhibits so people can sort of get enthusiastic about the science in their everyday lives.
That is amazing. So my second question is, what is the cost to enter the Planetarium in the IMAX theater?
The only thing here that costs money to get into are the theaters, the IMAX theater and the Dome theater. Adult evening prices are $9, but matinee prices for shows before 6 and for children is always $7.
Well, I have to go see a movie then.
Yes, you should.
So what can people expect when they come to the Planetarium?
The first thing people ought to do is spend some time wandering around looking at the free public science exhibits. We have 10,000 square feet of newly renovated, hands-on, very interactive, fun to use, self-guided science exhibits where you can fire rocket engines and watch water freeze and see your influence on on the fabric of space-time and gravity. So the science exhibits are themselves something you could spend hours doing, and there's no charge for those. Those are free to the public. And by the way, we're open 7 days a week. But if you can, plan to play with the science exhibits, wander around. The exhibits are all intended to be very collaborative, so that these are exhibits that you experience with your friends and family members and talk about, because that's how people learn. And then take a break and go see an IMAX documentary like, Journey to Space or Flight of the Butterflies or something like that. And then play with the exhibits and then maybe go see a show in the Dome. We just put out a new program called Black Holes that is all about the latest information that we're learning about black holes, that includes the new and exciting news that gravitational waves are a real phenomenon. So you can spend a lot of time in the building, but plan to spend a few hours at a minimum.
That's really cool. So I noticed on the website that there are classes that the Planetarium offers. Can people with disabilities attend the classes, and how much are they?
Yeah, the classes themselves depend, well, in terms of being able to attend with disabilities, absolutely. All of our classes are available, so there's no problem there. The classes can be everything from how to use a telescope. Sometimes there's just programs in the Dome Theater. The price depends on which class it is, so all I recommend is just pay attention to what the website says.
Alrighty. So is the Planetarium and the IMAX Theater ADA accessible?
Yes, we are. People with mobility issues can get anywhere in the building without any difficulty. We have special text translation devices that fit in the cup holder in the IMAX theater, so people who are hearing impaired can actually see the sort of super text appearing at their seat. We do not have that feature in the Dome theater because our shows are made on a more low-tech program, but we can give people a copy of the script. So if a person has a hearing issue and they want to experience what's going on in the show, we can give you the script. while you're in the dome.
That is incredible. So how can people with disabilities access the planetarium?
They walk in the door. It's pretty straightforward. Our exhibits are designed to be accessible. You simply get yourself in front of the cashier if you want to buy a ticket. You can get into either of our theaters with wheelchairs or scooters or whatever. And then if you need special attention due to, say for example, a hearing issue, you just simply request for the little device that displays the text, and the cashiers know what to do for you. But otherwise, everything else is just sort of walk up to it and start playing with it. It's been designed so that everything is reachable. When you make something that's accessible to most 8-year-olds, you're making it accessible to people in mobility devices.
Really cool. So I heard you guys remodeled the entire planetarium. What new exhibits are there to offer, and are they accessible for people with disabilities?
Sure. Everything is accessible. I guess maybe the children's climbing area might not be, but it's not accessible to me because I'm so huge, so maybe we're even that way. We remodeled all of our exhibit spaces, and everything is designed to be very hands-on, user interactive, opportunities for discussion and comparison. So if a person wants someone to participate with them, either to help them operate it or to just help them talk about it so they get an understanding of it, all of the exhibits are designed that way.
That is amazing. Well, Seth, thank you so much for taking the time.
Oh, it's great to have you here.
My pleasure. Thanks for coming out to the interview today.
Okay, great.
And thank you, viewers, for tuning into our show. And we hope to see you soon. Bye-bye for now.